I get this from your socials. I get it from just the vibe. Is like, it's not about like trying to make bangers and worrying about streams and worrying about everything that's involved with the business side of it. Although I'm sure you do to a certain extent. Like, there's definitely levels of that
you have to,
you can't get away from. But it doesn't happen. I don't come across it as often. And I think it's just really important to be able to do that, because it sounds cliche as fuck, but it's like, it is about just making fucking great music.
It is. And like, you can't ignore the business side. It's 100% part of it. I still look at streams. Of course I care about numbers, you know, because that's how I will keep getting booked.
It's how we get judged. It's how we
get judged. Totally. But yes, like, I am gonna post about my Spotify Wrapped numbers and make sure it's with a photo of me on the toilet so people know how I feel.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
So like, it's clear that I don't think it's everything, and I wish it wasn't so important. But like, it is. And I feel like over the years, I've gotten much better at trying to be business minded while still trying my best not to dilute what I'm doing with the creative side. But that's also why I have, you know, like a manager and agents.
Yeah, so they can do that.
They can deal with that.
It's so interesting, because like, you and I are like I think we both can relate on the music side of things, but I feel like you're very like relaxed about. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm just massive. This is what I'm kind of getting a vibe, but you're like very relaxed on the business side of things, but I stress so much about it.
Oh, I stress 100%.
Okay,
I stress.
Cool, good.
I'm trying to play cool right now.
Yeah, don't play cool.
So no, cool. 100% stress, you know. I have to remind myself, like, the thing that I'm actually really fortunate to have is that I do have a safety net.
Yeah.
I had a career before this.
Yeah.
You know, like, and there are a lot of musicians that I know that are full-time musicians that I've spoken to that, like, that is the big fear. And I feel like a lot of decisions get made out of desperation.
Yep. 100%.
And a lot of creative decisions get made out of desperation to make sure that they can sustain that music career.
Yeah.
I feel fortunate enough that I know, like, if I stop making money with music, I'm just going to go back to doing my film and TV stuff.
Yeah.
And I can still keep doing what I love and not worry about the business side. Do I want to do that? No, because it was fucking boring.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So of course I worry about the business side too. And I get really stressed out. And then I have to, like, remind myself, like, okay, I've worked really hard in my life.
Yeah.
To be able to have options for myself. But it's all about being strategic. I mean, why did I move to Philly? So that I could pay less rent, so that I could keep doing music full time.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah.
You just have to, like, think of stuff like that.
I think it's also about removing the ego from it, which, like,
so hard.
It's so hard, right? It's really hard to kind of take that out of it, because I have nothing else outside of music, really. Like, I worked for my parents, and I was a lifeguard at some point in my career, and I worked in a fish and chip shop. Like, I have nothing else. I didn't go to school. I didn't do anything. So it's like, for me, it's like, do I either want to go work for my parents again, and they own a drug and alcohol rehab? So do I want to literally do completely the opposite to what I do now? Is like literally the opposite.
It's literally the opposite.
So it's like, yeah, and the ego is like, it can get you.
Oh, totally. Even me moving to Philly, I had to grapple with ego. Like,
Yeah.
what am I going to do? I'm a New York based artist.
Yeah.
People are going to ask me if I'm still based out of Brooklyn. I'm going to have to say no.
I think it sounds cooler being based out from Philly though.
I think so too.
I think it's way cooler now.
I 100% agree. I 100% agree.
Because it doesn't happen.
I won't lie.
Yeah.
But the thing is too.
Josh Wink from Philly?
Is he?
I don't know. Maybe did I just make that up? Sorry, carry on.
I know. No, I was gonna say there are a lot of musicians here. I know Tierra Whack lives here.
Really?
There's another musician, Body Meat, lives here. Like, there's some really cool stuff here.
Yeah, Josh Wink's from Philly.
Okay, yeah. I mean, the mastering engineer that I've been working with since I released my first EP lives in Philly.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you ever go
Ryan
in?
Schwab. No, and now I can.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm so stoked about that. And but the thing is, like, last couple gigs I played, people be like, "Oh, you're still in Brooklyn?" I'm like, "No, I just moved to Philly." They're like, "Why?"
Yeah. It's the judge
Like,
from
fuck
everybody
off.
else, right?
Yeah. But it's ego. You have to just get rid of that shit.
How do you get rid of it?
It's a lot of, like, telling myself, you don't care.
Yeah.
You don't care.
Yeah.
Until I believe it.
Like almost
know?
like fake it till you make it. Although I don't like
You
that saying,
have
but
to
yeah.
sometimes,
Yeah.
but you have to with ego stuff. For me, I have to. I'm constantly thinking about how I'm being perceived.
Yeah.
Constantly.
How is that as a girl as well?
Oh, well, there's a whole other level of it. Because you're not only thinking about, like, whether you're cool or relevant enough, you're also thinking about, are you respected enough?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do people believe you're making your shit?
Oh, yeah. That's the rough one. That is a rough one.
It is what it is, though. Like, and so I think about it all the time. I'll to the point where it's like I'll make conscious decisions about social media posts.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to give people the wrong idea. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, a concrete example. Like,
it really frustrates me that